Well, boys and girls, we beat Paris Saint-Germain 6-1. We're top of our Champions League group that contains them and Barcelona at the halfway stage. This is definitely the year. We are going to win the Champions League. Or the wheels are going to come off today. One or the other is going to happen. Oh, if you weren't here at the end of the stream yesterday. Lovely stuff. Look at that. It's not just the fact we beat Paris Saint-Germain 6-1. Bearing in mind, I spend most of my mornings in the tour save having to put up with this lot. The really great thing is that they only had one shot in the entire match. We absolutely ruined them. Look at the match stats. We had 33 shots to their 1. 16 on target to their 1, 4.6 XG to their 0.17. We absolutely ruined them. Marcelo is just a revelation as a striker. We should have been playing him there all along. 16 goals from 12 appearances at an average of 8.04 so far this season. 7 from 3 in the Champions League at a 9.27 average. Marcelo is the real deal as a centre forward. He is. It's just bonkers. Look at him go. Look at that man go. The best striker in the world. The Premier League, we're not top of yet. I'll level with you. Less bothered about the Premier League. As long as we qualify for the Champions League again, just in case we don't win it, I'm just happy with top 4. We've won the Premier League now. We don't need to keep winning it. It's all about winning the Champions League at this point. And the way we've started the season, yeah, we had a little bit of a wobble there, but from that point on, yesterday, we just steamrolled past everybody. And we discovered Wickham are roughly the same level to Paris Saint-Germain. They're the two teams we put 6 goals past. Right, I think someone said something about Erling Haaland. About him getting an upgrade. And I was just about to reply and say, does he need one? I mean, I guess logic would dictate he perhaps starts from a higher point, and he started a year ago because he's a year older, a year better, doing it in a better league, all that kind of stuff. But does he necessarily need a higher ceiling than the one we've already seen he's got in FM22, where he's scoring 50 goals a season every season for PSG? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. See, we can do a football when we want to. I am Nubs. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Very kind of you. It is September as well, remember, everybody. Discounted subs. Exciting times. Help pay for Kev's new wrestling belt. Thoughts on Tuchel getting the sack? I mean, we've been live 19 minutes. I spent 10 of those minutes cleaning up dog sick. For the 3rd time. At least he can focus on his main job as assistant manager 6 now. It's like a good Andy Carroll. I mean, is it even that? Or is he just... he's like Andy Carroll in this Manchester City team. I mean, yeah. He doesn't get a lot of touches of the ball, does he? But when he does get a touch of the ball, he's usually in the 6-yard box with one touch that ends up with the ball in the back of the net. He's impressive, but you don't, certainly I don't watch him thinking how he's a mind-blowingly wonderful best player in the history of the world. The size he is and built like he is and plays such a physical game like he is, like he does, I can't see him playing on into his mid-30s. I think it might be a Michael Owen situation where he'll start collecting injuries and be done by the time he's 27, 28. But similar to Fat Ronaldo, similar situation to him. I mean, with the advances in sports science and all that kind of thing, maybe I'll be proven wrong and he'll still be knocking in the goals when he's 35, but I suspect not. It's on how he can adapt his game as he gets older and past 30. Yeah, exactly. I can't imagine he will be as effective when he's older than he is now. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to adapt his game as he gets older. I suspect his real peak goal scoring 50 goal a season years will happen in the next few years and not when he's 32. That's I mean, luckily I'm so old I'll be long gone off the internet by the time any of you can prove me wrong on it. He'll last longer than me doing this job, I imagine. Hammond's having a good game. This is quite nice. We've got a nice little rotated team against Liverpool, having a lovely day. They do international management where you need to physically watch your players play for their club. I mean, who would want to do that? That's what you got. That's what you got to think. I mean, you can do that now. You can go and watch the matches now, but why would you? That's boring. I'm just sending the highlights over to me. That works. Clip the last 3 minutes and send it to me, and I'll make that into a video. And then leave it all out of the highlights video. I wouldn't say at the moment we're playing a director of football game, but at the moment, I mean, you're sat watching my stream. They've just gone down to 10 men. You know that all I'm doing is transfers and matches, and I'm having a lovely time. You're all enjoying watching me do it. Most of you are enjoying watching me do it. There's plenty of people who enjoy watching that on YouTube because that's all I feature in my videos. Transfers and matches. I've picked the two fun parts of the game and that's all I focus on. I don't show you team morale sessions and I don't show you me fiddling with training. I don't show you me messing around in the set piece creator. I do little bits here and there in the background, but I don't show that because it's fundamentally very boring. I show you the interesting parts, the transfers and the matches. Are we through? Come on. Right. We've got a 2-week holiday. You know what that means. People of Coventry, beware. The breaks are coming. Who are we going to ruin the week for this time? Coventry Alvis haven't had it for a little while. He doesn't get it, does he? Sir Amari, you are not here to be a player. Who do you want to go on loan to? Did you actually think you were coming back to play? Did we honestly tell him he was going to be an impact sub? Because for a start, I don't think he'd make an impact. Can we offer him a new contract yet? Aha! Staff only role. Under 18s assistant manager. That works for me. There we go. Sarah Mari Theodros has retired as a player and is now a staff member at the club that gave him everything. Doesn't confirm it on there properly. Under 18s assistant manager. He needs to very quickly work his way up the backroom staff positions so that he can take over as manager when I leave. This is getting a tweet. That might be more satisfying than winning the Champions League, putting the reserves out away against Barcelona. Thing is, we do kind of want to still win the group, so we probably do need to beat them. Right, Barcelona it is then. Let's do a football. A draw here and we win our group. If you go a little bit off the main streets, then that's where you get your proper fish and chips from. We are still top of the group as things stand, because we beat Barcelona by more than they're beating us by. Off the line, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome along, Raiders. And we've just gone 2 goals down. I can't remember how much we beat Barcelona by. Is this enough to put them above us? Right, we are still top of the group. But now we've lost that, we're going to have to concentrate on the Partizan game still, because we want to win the group. Barcelona are going to be playing PSG. So they should win there, because PSG's easy. See, off the line gets it. Tunes. They are tunes. Unlike the person yesterday, we're going to out somebody for being a numbskull. Where are they? Too many people tweet me. Here we go. So that was yesterday's live tweet. And then Stuart replied with, gave it a go, only to be about some of the worst music I've ever heard. Stuart doesn't understand. Silly Stuart. I linked him to the NHS ear doctors to obviously help fix him because he knows nothing. You're £88 million in debt, probably might be right. £88 million of debt is nothing. This is a Premier League football team. I would imagine pretty much every current Premier League club in real life would bite your hand off if you offered them the opportunity to be only £88 million in debt. Why can't I change the camera over? There we go. It's Blue Bin Day. Blue Bin is recycling. They're literally across the road now. If we can... might be able to get live footage of them driving past. We're going to do this we're going to do this quietly because we don't want them to know we're filming them. Oh. Where's the overhead camera? Not on there. Stay. Are they coming this way? I think they went the other way. Oh, is that them? No, I think they've gone the other way. Sorry, they've gone the other way. Should have done this while I was still sitting down. Sports Illustrated have reported that the Bucks and Omega have been suspended. Just them? Surely Punk's been suspended as well. If it's just them that have been suspended, that's surprising. I can't say I'm that upset if he goes, to be honest. Yeah, it was fun with the whole comeback thing, and he's an entertaining on-screen character, but he just came across as such a wang. Oh! Camera bend! I don't think you saw it. They tricked me. I couldn't get the camera turned. I couldn't get the blinds open. Oh, did you see them? He's done it everywhere he's ever gone. It was always a ticking clock until he did it in AEW. It's just a shame it's happened so quickly. Harry Matthews has just scored in the Premier League. Oh, it's an own goal. Rubbish. I, for one, am shocked that a man with a history of kicking up a selfish stink has kicked up a selfish stink. I know. I mean, at least I got my CM Punk figure. I don't know if I'm still going to get my CM Punk figure in the ice cream bar packet, because I imagine he's just enough of a wang that if they fire him, he won't let them release any more already designed and pre-ordered merch. And Harry Matthews now has his Premier League goal. Right, final Champions League group game against Partizan. I think we're going to rotate a bit. Hulk Hogan, no. Again, to clarify, I was always into the wrestling, not necessarily the characters. So I picked 4 really good wrestlers. I remember, and I know lots of wrestling folk don't like Dave Meltzer because it's cool to not like Dave Meltzer, but I listen to his podcast. I quite like him. He gave a great tip for judging if someone's a good wrestler or not. Watch their matches with the sound muted. That's how you tell if someone's actually a good wrestler or not. Goodness me. I remember the Boogeyman. He was great. People like different things. There's so much variety now. I can't stand the Elite, but they have their place. I'll never get it. I get people don't like them. I guess it's just people liking different types of wrestling. I like a Young Bucks style wrestling match. Non-wrestler, any wrestling I saw Batista do always seemed intimidating. I mean, he is a big, intimidating man who was very good at that certain hard-hitting style of match. And I think if I was managing a real football club, it would be completely realistic for me to say to my 1 or 2 scouts that I've got, your job is to find me good players. I'm not going to tell you where to look. You know how much we can afford. You know what we need. Go find me some options. I want you to come back to me with a list. I don't think I would. I think if I knew where to look, I wouldn't need the scouts because I'd go and look there myself, is my view on it. Come on, let's do a football, boys and girls. Probably just boys. Don't think there's any girls in the team. Where are all the Spurs fans? Have Tottenham just had enough? There's nobody here. This is a cup game and I haven't realised. This is a league game. Spurs are mid-table and nobody is here. Come on, chaps, let's do a football. Showy Forward is as good as Marcelo in that role. We've got a lot of very good players. I actually think Marcelo and Showy Forward thriving the way they are up front, when it was never part of the plan to play them as striker, might mean we never actually see Plaman become the player we thought he would. He's just not getting in the team. He's like our third choice striker. Yeah, Marcelo's 29, I think, which means he's plenty old enough for this season. And we're probably going to win the Champions League this season because I've decided we're going to. So that'll be the end. If you do a 5 years in the future network, a future for the network game, Spurs update would be interesting. I mean, I think we probably will do it. It is the draw for the first knockout round. We are in pot 1 with such European giants as Dundee United, Bayern Munich, Everton, and Real Madrid. And then in pot 2, there's also some giants, and Manchester United are there as well. So, oof, that's a big one. Ooh, that'll do. We'll take Benfica. That feels winnable. They've not made it past the first knockout round since 2027. So 14 years since they've made it past the round that we're playing them in. I think we've got a pretty good chance of making it through to the quarterfinal. We're winning the Champions League this year. It is decided. Right, we're going to squeeze in one more game. Away against Manchester United, because I want to finish the stream top of the league. The real difficulty for Forest is probably not so much the salaries when they get relegated, because like you say, there'll be relegation release clauses, there'll be pay cuts. The likes of Lingard and Henderson, who are probably some of the highest earners, won't be there next year in the Championship. The difficulty is all of the actually paying the transfer fees. And Forest have previous for trying to weasel out of actually paying transfer money that's owed as well. I know when we sold Britt Assombalonga to them, they were always late paying the instalments because our chairman never fails to air his laundry in public. And every time they were late, he'd be calling them out on Twitter. That is a good goal from Showy Forward. Ex-Everton youth who's now like 25, 26, in which case it makes absolutely no sense. Adam at QPR never played a game for us and Everton paid 2 million for him. But I don't understand the logic in Forest signing him and loaning him out. Is that literally just a player that Olympiacos wanted and they're just doing dodgy multi-club owner things and he was specifically signed to play for Olympiacos? Guess it's a signing for next season in the Championship, maybe. I don't know. The 28-year-old Korean they signed, they've also done the same with. Bowler is someone Forest want, but the other one is just book fiddling. Where do I get my music playlist from? It's just my daily mix on Spotify. This is 15 years of training Spotify, what good music is. Now it delivers it back to me. Well, that wasn't the best way to end the stream. I wanted to be top of the league, but actually we've ended with 2 games without a win. And we're now 6 points behind Everton, just like that. They are relentless.